Hello, my name is William Pei. I'm a graduate of the Johns Hopkins University. I earned my MD degree from the University of Nebraska Medical Center. I'm currently a 3L or third year law student at the Creighton University School of Law. I started MalMed to help clients find a professional lawyer with a medical background and education to help them determine whether or not a health care provider should be held liable for medical negligence or medical malpractice, such that a client should be justly compensated. Sometimes life heads south for no apparent reason. People get sick, some people pass away suddenly and unexpectedly. Medical bills pile up into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Family members start arguing with each other. Things become so difficult financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, that this becomes one of the hardest times for a family to make it through in life. MalMed is not a malicious company that wants to take money from doctors. It's not one that wants to make up for a loss of personal injury or wrongful death. We're here because we're a benevolent company and we really do care. We want to help people get through some of the hardest times in life, and we're willing to do that together. There'd be 3 stages in MalMed. The first stage would be the initial phone call. Perhaps some of you have had a 30-minute consultation with a lawyer in your area, or maybe 2 lawyers in your area, and they have refused representation for you. We would urge you to please consider calling MalMed. We're based out of Omaha, Nebraska. I would answer your phone call personally, and I would take as much time as needed to determine whether or not you have a reasonable claim. Not all claims would receive remedies in the legal system, so I would have to use my medical expertise and knowledge to determine whether or not you have a reasonable claim. Those claims that are deemed reasonable after the phone call, I would take to stage 2, where I would gather all the billing information and see how much you've accrued in charges, to see what a rough estimate of how much you need as a bare minimum to pay your debts. And then also, in light of the HIPAA laws and the privacy laws regarding medical information, I would need your permission to compile and gather the entire medical record so that I can review it to see whether or not there was any medical mistake or error in diagnosis or treatment on the part of a healthcare provider, thereby resulting in liability for him for medical negligence or medical malpractice, so that you can be compensated and justly compensated for your loss or personal injury. And finally, in stage 3, if I find evidence of medical mistake or error or negligence on the part of a healthcare provider, we would move to settlement, negotiation, or litigation to try to get your compensation and your remedy. My hope is that in 3 to 6 months after reviewing your chart, that I would be able to determine whether or not you have a reasonable certainty for receiving compensation. First things first, I would like to invite any potential client or attorney who wants a second opinion from an MD/JD consultant that thereby would result in just compensation for you, the client. Thank you.